Matthew Henry, who was a great Bible commentator, once said this: the way we preserve the peace of the church is to preserve its purity. And it's so important. If we lose our purity, we lose everything. We lose peace, we lose our authority, we lose our authenticity. And so purity is so important. That basically means that we're genuine, that we're real. I spoke to you yesterday about Isaiah having a vision of God's authority. But he not only had a vision of God's authority, he saw God in His holiness. And the angels cried out, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. The whole earth is filled with His glory." Everything about God is holy. The Father's holy, the Son's holy, the Spirit's holy. The one true and living God is holy. He's absolute purity. Now, what does that mean? What happened to Isaiah when he saw God in His purity? Well, this is what happened. He was a broken man. He found himself crying out, "Oh God, woe is me, for I'm a man of unclean lips, and I live among a people of unclean lips, for my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts." And when you see God in His purity, you'll say, "Oh, I'm not like Jesus. I need to be more like Jesus. I need to become like Him." And that's what holiness is. Holiness is not some spooky word, some religious word. Holiness is basically becoming more and more like Jesus in our character, in our integrity, in the inside of us, becoming a people like Him. And we will be broken when we see God in His holiness. You know, Roy Hession, who was a great missionary in Africa, said that a lot of people, when he went there to East Africa and he saw a great revival, he said a lot of people have the idea that revival is the top blowing off. He said it's not the top blowing off, it's the bottom falling out. But when the bottom falls out and everything goes wrong, then you look up and you will see God in His holiness, and you'll say, "Oh God, have mercy on me." Why don't you study the life of Christ? Look into the eyes and face and character of Jesus and see who He is in the Scriptures, and then say, "Lord, make me more like Jesus, because I'm not like Him. I want to be more like Jesus."